So part of the problem I figured out, having never had my own YouTube channel, is that sometimes when I'm doing stuff like working on the truck, I forget that I have a YouTube channel and then don't film stuff, which kind of presents a problem because, you know, like most people, when you're thinking about what you're going to do, you make some kind of mental plan. And for instance, I wanted to make a video about the fact that my headlights were a little clouded and I needed them to be cleaned up. I wanted to use one of those headlight polishing kits that has a ceramic coat, so I bought one. And then my daughter asked if she could help, and in the confusion there, because I also have ADHD, that's probably a big part of it, I forgot to film it all. So that's a video I don't get to make now. So instead, I'm just going to make a video, at least a little bit of this video is just going to make me talking about that. I mean, I guess you could say first world problems, or creator struggles, or just in my case, amateur struggles. But they turned out pretty good. You know, honestly, they weren't really that bad, which I don't understand, because this vehicle is, let's say it's a 95, so 31 years old. 31 years old, and the headlights actually weren't as clouded as my 2011 Honda, which I just don't understand. Some of that may just be due to the fact that these aren't the modern style of headlight where they're really clear and then you can see the elements. They're very old school in that respect. So they might have been just as clouded, but you just can't tell nearly as much. But regardless, I think they look really good now. And they've got a ceramic coating on them. And it's really not that hard to do. The kit that I bought, which is similar to other kits that you can buy, mine was from a company called Cerakote or Cerakote. That makes sense because it's ceramic coating. Cerakote, and so it's just a process of using a series of wipes and pads that are sandpaper. It's a 2000 grit and then a 3000 grit, and then you just use a wipe to apply the ceramic coating, and that's it. But it definitely was worth the like 20 bucks that I spent on it, and I'll put a link to that down in the show notes so that you can see where to buy yours or something similar if you're interested in doing that. And regardless of what vehicle you have, it doesn't have to be a Honda Acty or a K truck. It just, if you've got an older vehicle, the truth is, in all likelihood, your headlights are clouded. Like I said, it's just in newer vehicles, it's a little more noticeable, but now they're nice and clear, and hopefully they'll stay that way. They say with the ceramic coating that it's supposed to last the lifetime of the vehicle until you pass it on to someone else. I don't know what that actually means, what lifetime means, but anyway. Just one of those small little life improvements that you can do to your vehicle. It doesn't cost a whole lot versus, you know, putting in a sound system or upgrading your chassis or your wheels. 20 bucks, and it gives a huge improvement to the way your vehicle can look and function. Because, I mean, they're going to project better light once you have your headlights on if they're clear. Now, I am on my way to a, I guess you call it a car meetup. It's a place that I've been going for like the last month and a half on some Saturday nights. And usually it's just my buddy who helped me install the exhaust, my buddy Civic Crazy, and then a couple of his friends from the area. But supposedly for the last couple of weeks, there's been a group called 540 Meets, I think is what it is, 540 Meets on TikTok. And they're supposed to have a bunch of people there. They've supposedly got some really nice cars, so we'll see. But, it's about a 20-minute drive, and I'm not going to have you guys have to just watch me drive. So through the magic of editing, you'll be there in just a second. Well, part of the problem with life and all that kind of stuff is that you're counting on people, and people are unpredictable. So that meetup that I was going to, yeah, I got here and there's no one here. So I just kind of drove around and tried to find a place maybe to do some shots to talk to you guys. And maybe do a walk around of the vehicle, and I'll include some other stuff in this video. But I don't know. I thought this was a really funny place to take a few pictures because of the sign that's in the background. Slow. Ha! I don't know. I don't think I've actually done a walk around of the vehicle just to show you what it's like. LED headlights, which as you can see are pretty bright. My vehicle is it's what I call good bones, right? So it's got some surface rust. Underneath, it's pretty clean. One of the things I really want to do, oh look, a train. Oh great. So the joke here is that you guys wouldn't get this, but I was part of another YouTube channel where we reviewed tech and things like that for the longest time. And before that, it was a podcast. But every time we would record, there would always be a train that would come through and interrupt. And you know, you're struggling for audio quality as it is. You soundproof your room as much as you can and everything else. And yet, here we are, once again, a train. I'm not gonna let that stop me, damn it. So, as I was saying, good bones. It's got some surface rust, especially in the bed. Actually, what I plan on doing with this is to use some rust killer that actually turns into primer, and then I'm going to do a roll-in bed liner, which I think is going to look really cool. One of the modifications I actually did to this was to add these tie downs to the inside, because the truck actually comes with these for the tailgate already built in. Custom exhaust that you saw from the last video, and now the train's gone. I told you I'm not going to let it stop me. But I've done LED headlights, I've done just a few things in the interior. Ignore the Dr. Pepper here, but I've added the steering wheel, and a few mounts and things like that. One thing you're not seeing is the Game Boy speedometer, because I've actually lent that to Civic Crazy so that he can put his together. Just as a reference point, I've added seat covers from a company in North Carolina that makes them here in the United States. I actually think they look really good. Not too hard to put on. And today my daughter and I also cleaned up the bugs that were on the front of us, because you know, this is a flat front end, and because it's a flat front end, and especially if you live in a rural area like I do, bugs are definitely a problem. And because it's white paint, you know, they don't stand a chance, and so my truck doesn't stand a chance. And because it's an old car and it's got oxidized paint, something else I definitely plan on doing is buffing and you know, cleaning this up, because supposedly if you buff it, you can actually make the paint look not new, but a lot closer to new than you might think for a vehicle that's 31 years old. But the only place that I'm really worried about is this spot right here, because as you can see, I mean, that's real rust. That's not just surface rust. And I'm worried that it might have gotten up underneath the seal here for the windshield. So that's one place I definitely need to fix. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet. As you may remember from my previous videos, I am not a mechanic, so I'm kind of just learning from you know, other people's content and the internet in general, Reddit forums, all that good stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I'm definitely going to add some more stuff in this video. I'm not going to say what just yet because I made the mistake of saying where I was going to on the way here, the car meetup, and then it didn't happen. But yeah, I think the slow sign's pretty appropriate.